Hey, what's up YouTube? You're looking at the new Intex Aqua Trend 4G. We already did a detailed unboxing and quick look of this phone. We already did some of the benchmarks and gameplays and those specific videos. Here, I'm going to quickly show you what's inside the box again because it's a full video, so we'll try to cover every aspect of this phone. And most of all, at last, we'll try to give a verdict on whether you should spend your time and money looking for this phone. So let's get started. First, you can see that Trend box. It's pretty big, has this nice texture here. 4G. On the back you have some quick specs over there, you can see. So you should refer to our detailed unboxing for those quick specs if you do not know of them rather. So that's the phone. We have the gold version. Nice premium looking phone, all plastic. We'll come back to the phone just a bit. Here we have some paperwork. So you have the apps manual and then the user manual and then the warranty card. You have the 300 mAh battery. You have the 1 ampere USB round pin, 2 round pin wall adapter. You have the micro USB 2.0 cable and then a quite premium looking earphones. You see? You have silver plated audio jack. You do not have volume control, but you have mic and call control here, I suppose. Not even call control, you only have mic. Yes. And then you have a view cover, and someone asked me to show this, so let's quickly take a moment and look at this. It looks pretty good. This part looks almost, leatherite, so it gives that premium feeling. And see, this is plastic and quite tough plastic actually. So your phone will go here, so this will replace the back of the phone, and then you'll be able to see some display there, that space for the speaker grill as well. Apart from that, you would also get a screen guard. So that's about the content of the box. So that's the phone. It's an all plastic phone, but it looks quite premium, specifically the gold color. It looks very, very subtle, and you have this nice textured back, you see, which kind of almost gives an aluminum feeling to the back, but still this is actually plastic. So you have the 5-inch screen, HD resolution, IPS, and also the screen attracts a fair amount of fingerprints, but not as much as I suspected. Maybe it has some coating, and fully laminated display actually, so that might be the case. You have this one powered by 1.3 gigahertz processor, 16 GB of internal storage and 2 GB of RAM. It also supports micro SD card though. You have the 5 MP front camera here, the earpiece and the sensors and stuff. Below you have the shortcut keys, power button, volume rocker, micro USB 2.0 port, nothing much here, and then the 3.5mm jack. Behind you have the 13 MP autofocus camera and LED flash, your Intex branding and the speaker grill out there. Now you see the back actually covers the whole inner and central housing, and it's quite tough here. Here you have the 3000 mAh battery and then space for 2 SIM card slots and then 1 micro SD card slot right in between. So overall, the design and look of the device is great, but not the build quality much though. The 5-inch HD resolution looks decently bright, but not very crisp. So I have the brightness level set it here, you can see. So that's the lowest brightness. Well, you can see the icons and text and stuff, but only indoor. It won't be very useful outdoor. For outdoor, you need as much as brightness as possible, but that kind of washes out the colors a bit. The color card looks okay here, and yeah, so it's kind of giving out proper saturation. The color palettes are mostly equal, I would say. That's a good sign. A viewing angle is also decent. See, so it's an IPS screen, so definitely it's better than the TFT. Not as good as a Super AMOLED screen though. We get some Super AMOLED screens at this price point, but overall I like the display. Yeah. Now this guy is powered by Android Lollipop 5.1, and you have Intex's own skin on top there. See, 5.1, And you have the usual Google apps plus lots and lots of Intex in-house apps, plus also some of the third-party apps like Opera Mini and Mintra, Quick Office, Quicker, Skype, and those kind of thing. Let's quickly go ahead and check out the camera. That's a 13MP camera. It's quite a snap actually. That's the 5MP front camera. I like just a tad bit. Does not show much detail though. The PIP mode where, so this mode is basically, if I go to the back camera, it will be easier to show you. So I'm on the back camera, but when I go to this particular mode, that I can also show myself while recording what's in front of me. That's a great way to vlog basically. And then we are at our normal mode. Then you have some of the settings like white balance settings and some of those stuffs. And let's see, still settings, maximum is 13 megapixel. And in video, does not say much about the video quality. You have some other modes here as well. And then if I press this, you get some shooting modes. So we've checked the image and video quality of this phone. They are decent. They're very decent for a 13MP camera. You get some good details, some accurate saturation and hue. But whenever you zoom in on phone, you'll see the noise, but that's mainly because of the tiny size of the sensor. Overall, I think they're perfectly fine for uploading on social media, not so much for print though. The 5MP camera does not show much detail, but still it's good for selfie. You know, 5MP actually is enough resolution to show for selfie. And also videos are relatively sharp, sometimes slightly on the darker side, but overall I think I would be quite happy with the image and video quality of both the cameras of this phone. So we have a loud enough speaker here. I also like the decent amount of bass and treble. Whenever you keep this device on a flat surface, the sound gets obstructed just a tad bit, but not much though. So far so good. Well, I was wrong. The bass is slightly on the flatter side now. Overall, I like the speaker quality. Again, the surround sound is fine, but devoid of bass.
From the messenger. Oh, yeah, of course. Our greatest masters are disappearing. I fear the sense of work of Lord Shen was unleashed a new kind.
So overall, a loud enough speaker, but not much of a bass. The user interface overall is quite smooth and did not feel much lag. The call quality is very good, so is the reception, but that's the usual standards of the GSM radios these days. Quite good. The battery lasted us about, I would say, 11.5 hours, which is a great, and I think that's to do with the large 3000 mAh battery and also a relatively low HD resolution on a 5 screen, but still we are quite happy with the battery life. We did some benchmark and gameplay testing on this device. You can check out our dedicated videos for those, but overall I think it's a pretty decent device. So would you buy the Aqua Trend 4G? I would say some of the good things about this device. First, the look and design, not the build quality much, but the look and design is very premium. Number two, it has a great battery life. Number two, the speaker output is loud enough. And number four, the user interface, I would say, is quite smooth. And also, I like the camera also. It's not superlative, but it's pretty decent. If I have to say some negatives, then that's definitely the plastic construction of the phone. It feels plastic, but then you do not get much metal phone at this price point anyway. And but apart from that, the usual lack of features that the flagships do come with. But the main problem is that this space is quite crowded. You have some very, very good phones and some big players like Samsung also, coming in with some good quality phones like the J2 at this price point. So it's actually a tough competition, not only for Intex but for everyone. This guy stands out mainly because of this its looks, and also I would say the battery life. So those two I think would be key factor to decide whether you should buy this phone or not. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this phone, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel and share this video to share the love. Thank you.